meeting for Monday, November 13th, 2023 at Ratcliffe City Hall is being streamed live on Facebook. And we will have an invocation, and then we ask everybody to stand for a pledge, and then we'll get our meeting started here. So, Miss Ashley.
Yes, sir. All right, please rise. Bow your heads. Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for the many blessings that you give us each and every day. Father, we are thankful as we have just this past week honored our veterans and those who have served in our military and armed forces. Father, we thank you for each and every one of them and their brave and selfless service. Father, we thank you for this community. We thank you for our mayor, our city council members, our city attorney, and we ask that you give them wisdom and guidance as they go about the daily business of this city. Father, bless each individual here. Guide us and direct us in all that we do. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, can we have roll call, please?
Yes, sir. Brown.
Here.
Drosh.
Here.
Mitchell. Here. Merle.
Here.
Owens. Present. Thompson.
All right, we have a quorum. Can we have consideration and approval of minutes for October 17th, 2023 regular meeting?
So moved. Second.
Motion second, any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion carries. Well, how's everybody? Everybody's good? I love seeing all the faces out here, especially the young folks. How many of you guys are here to complain? Anybody here to complain? I got one. All right, got one. Y'all know who that is too back here. Look, no, Miss King, I tell you what. No, it's always good. Every time we have a packed house, it's usually for other reasons. But tonight, I think it's a great reason to celebrate great things that are going on here in our community. So thank you all so much for being here. Mr. Pike is our city attorney. This past weekend, we had celebrated Veterans Day. And so Mr. Pike is going to read something about two veterans here in our community that have passed, but just tell you a little story about them. Mr. Pike.
Thank you, Mayor. Mr. Lewis Simpson was born on April 2nd, 1922, and passed away on July 10th, 2023. Mr. Lewis Simpson served our nation proudly with 24 years active duty, Army, RA, QMC, and 22 years as a civil servant at Fort Knox. He served in both World War II and the Korean War and was a Bronze Star recipient. On July 10th, 2023, Mayor Duval named the day after Mr. Simpson in honor of his 101st birthday. It was presented to him at a ceremony at the Carl M. Brashear Veterans Center. Mr. Levi Roberts was born on May 15th, 1923 in Sutherland, Virginia. He passed away August 28th, 2023. Mr. Levi Roberts served our nation proudly and was a veteran of the Korean War, and for his service was awarded a Korean Service Medal with 1 Bronze Service Star, a National Defense Service Medal, a United Nations Service Medal, and a Republic of Korea Korean War Service Medal. On May 15th, 2023, Mayor Duval named the day after Mr. Roberts in honor of his 100th birthday and presented it to him at Signature Healthcare at North Hardin. So today we would like to pay tribute not only to these veterans for their courage and their service, but for all of those who have served in our armed forces. We will have this wreath here for the duration of our council meeting to honor them, and we ask you to please stand if you are a veteran.
Thank you, Mr. Pike. Ms. Happel, who was supposed to be here tonight, couldn't make it, and so she asked us to do this and had the wreath, but we will have it here at City Hall when she gets to feeling better and drops it off. So, all right. Next up, I got Brandon. I'm gonna ask you to come up and introduce some of your kids. Kind of tell us what you all did. And I know I want to celebrate the Longhorns because this is their 3rd win in a row. Come on now, clap it up. Look at it. All right. And did y'all go undefeated this season or no? Just lost one. But anybody obviously that knows sports are hard. Any sport you play in is hard. Football is extremely hard. And it takes a lot of determination, a lot of character building, and a lot of teamwork too, because any man that gives up on one spot causes another spot to fail. And so it's a great team building opportunity. And these young men have performed. They traveled. You all traveled all over, correct? And so it's a great thing to see the youth of our community doing so well. So Ms. Mitchell asked us to recognize the Longhorns. And so do you want to just introduce some of the kids? They want to stand up? Y'all want to stand up, say y'all's names? Come on, I'll make y'all do something while you're here. What position? What position? Just say your name and position. How about that? All right. Go ahead.
Kenny Hill's wide
Cody Nelson, defensive end and offensive tackle.
All right.
My name is Anthony Carson, I'm a center.
All right.
My name is Bill Dave. I forgot.
He said, "I always got one."
Guard. All right.
Boy, Boston State receiver.
All right.
Actually, Boston receiver.
All right.
Christian Rogers, defensive tackle, backup running back. Darren Barrett, I'm a guard, and then I'm a quarterback. I'm a cornerback.
Corner. Yep.
And then my third receiver.
All right.
Christian Rogers, offensive line. Corey Taylor, corner, and then tight end. John Hodges, receiver and DN.
Leon Witherspoon, safety, receiver.
Offense and defense tackle.
Guard. All right. Is that all? Everybody?
Yeah, we got, other than that basketball.
Gotcha. Gotcha. You want to introduce your coaching staff with you?
Head coach Brandon Washington.
Offensive line, D-line coach, Marty Greatheart. Offensive coordinator, Colin Simpson. Assistant offensive coordinator, Gerald Jones.
Awesome. Awesome. Anything else?
I say, we just glad that y'all gave us recognition. All the success goes to them. They put in the hard work. When they succeed, it goes to them. When it fails, it falls on us. We put very hard. So, as you see, they did what they're supposed to do, success. And we're just happy that y'all gave us recognition.
Yeah, I want to thank Ms. Mitchell for asking us to do this. Obviously, we were more than happy to do this. So, do you have anything you want to?
Just congratulations being the D1 Kentucky State champs. So,
Awesome. Awesome. Yep. Terry, Ms. Owens.
And as I spent a whole lot of time with both of these, the Longhorns and the Hurricanes, we must not forget about the parents, the volunteers, the grill master, the orange slice cutter,
Videographer.
the pickle, that's right, the pickle person. There's a whole lot of people. I got you back there. There's a whole lot of people and the grandparents that are back there to get everybody back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So thank you as well.
Yeah, so we, anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else want to say anything? All right. So, I don't know how we want to do this, because it's how many, bring the kids up.
a lot of kids.
Usually we tell so everybody stand up, the kids. All right, y'all come behind us. Stand right behind us.
We can just stay seated.
Come on behind us. All right. Nah, just use that one. All right, y'all get behind us. Y'all behind us? All right. All right, let me see here. All right. All right, we're gonna hold this up. Huh? Everybody just put your mics down. Everybody just push your mics down. All right, here we go. Coaches, y'all want to, hey, well, y'all, I'm sorry, coaches, y'all come on up here. Come on here. Let's get this trophy right here. We'll put the trophy right up here. Yeah, we get it right up here. Just put it right there. There we go. There we go. And I'll slide over a little bit. All right.
You guys can come up, you can come in here a little bit too.
Mr. Pike, I'm gonna let you hold that, Mr. Pike. There you go.
Somebody come up right here.
All right. All right, everybody look straight. You ready? Got everybody? All right. Count of three. We're gonna say Longhorns. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Longhorns! Did you get it? Everybody got it? All right, we got one more. Oh, we got one more.
Don't say nothing, so now, just smile.
Oh, they got the rings up. All right.
You got 'em.
Yeah.
All right. Count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
All right, congratulations.
You know what y'all do when y'all leave your teams?
Yes, sir, we'll do it.
You can, just pick them up tomorrow afternoon if you want. I'll have them ready for you.
All right. So before we get into our meeting, we've got 2 more recognitions, and then after that, we can let everybody leave that don't want to stay for the regular meeting. How about that? Is that good?
I also want to thank the boys. Yesterday, this weekend, they had a turkey bowl
Uh-huh.
this past weekend. And they took
Third?
third place.
Nice.
And also, next weekend, they will be going to represent Radcliffe again.
Where at? Which one you going to? You going to Rocky Top? Yeah, Rocky Top. Yeah. Yeah, Rocky. No, yes, Rocky Top. Yeah, Knoxville. Yeah. Awesome. All right, thank you. All right, next we have a young man. You got it? You putting it up there?
Yes, sir.
This is Carlos. How do you say his? I always mess it up. That's why I was like, at 14, attends Victory Martial Arts here in Radcliffe, and competed in the Calgary, Canada, for 1 week representing the World Kickboxing and Karate Union Team USA. Hold on. Oh, what happened? Oh, what happened? That was TV. He won silver in the Korean Form Performance and gold in the Team Sparring Junior Division. Didn't win, but tied 4th in the hard forms on. So that's, you want to talk a little bit about him real quick? Tell him how you did up there? And
Well, sure.
yeah, absolutely, because you were there, right?
I was
All
there.
right, so you can speak firsthand, yeah.
So the WKU is the World Karate and Kickboxing Union. This year we competed against 20 other countries.
Come here and stand, Carlos. Come here. I'm gonna put you on the spot, man. That's a big deal.
20 other countries
Yeah, you can turn around. Yeah.
were represented there, and so we competed in Calgary. This is Carlos's first year on the team, and so we have 1 tournament a year for trials to get you on the team, and then it's 8 or 9 months of preparation to go and compete. To come home with a medal at all in the first 3 or 4 years of doing it is absolutely amazing, and he brought home a world title. So. Next year, we will be heading to Rhodes, Greece to compete, and he'll have a chance to defend that title. And then try to get some titles in the other competitions. There was over 2,000 starts in the tournament-wide. His form divisions were probably 20 plus people strong, and just did an excellent job with it. And for being a new school and training, and out of Radcliffe, to get people on the team is just a spectacular thing. And then to win is just very, very rare, very hard accomplishment. And he was able to do that in his first round. And so I think that's.
Do you want to tell them where your studio, like your place is at? Here in
Yeah,
Radcliffe?
so we are in the new development in the Ansar Plaza, which used to be the Sears and then the Bingo Hall.
Ace
and
Hardware's there,
Ace
yeah.
Hardware's there now, and so we're on the back edge of that. And we run an after-school program and a evening martial arts program for like what Carlos is doing. And we have been there just over a year now. And so Radcliffe has been amazing for us, and we love being here and being part of the community. And we're just, anybody wants to come, we're there. And the world is, what I tell the guys, the world is yours.
Yep.
If we can get you as far in the game as you want to go. And Carlos proved that. Super proud of him. There are no belt rank divisions in this tournament. None. It's come as a black belt and compete against the best the world has to offer. And Carlos is only about halfway there.
Awesome.
So he did it as a purple belt and held his own against literally some of the best competitors in the world and just did an amazing job. Took home a world title and a silver. So just super proud of him.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, don't leave. Oh, don't you go nowhere. You stay. So, what's great about Carlos, of course, Kim and Jose, the parents here, raise your hand, say hello. Yep. And his grandfather is Kim Thompson.
And I'm proud to be his grandfather.
And so what's great about it is he has been in and out of this building for many years, and I was just sitting there thinking when he was standing so calmly here, how many times you used to yell at him to sit in a chair in the back of the room because he would not sit still. And so it's awesome to see him develop into, and everyone, your kids doing great. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
I just wanted to say thank you. The last time we were at City Council, we got lots of donations for Rackland, and it made it very possible. While my son is not a part of that donation, we have other kids because of his competition who are willing to compete, and they're going to be competing on behalf of Radcliffe. And so your funds will be going towards their competitions, and for them to go out, and hopefully we have more than just one world title coming back to Radcliffe.
Awesome, awesome. All right, guys, y'all want to join me up front with, because there's only one of him, so we'll be all right.
Put your grandpa up there next to you. Go, Gramps.
All right, this certificate of achievement, Carlos, for your big accomplishment in representing Radcliffe. Grandpa, get over here in the middle. All right, Grandpa, let you hold it. Congratulations. Got it? Yes, sir. You get one more I got one more. I got yours.
Here's Mr. Simpson's.
Oh, there it is. All right, last one. Last one, Miss Owens. We have to take this. Now, several of the council members have completed this level of achievement. Boy, I tell you what.
We're talking about donations, sir, our next.
No, several council members have received this award, or this completion of training. I think most of all the council members have. This one is yours. It happened to be coming today. And so this is your level 1 achievement for governance for the KLC training. I think, how many other council members have this one? I know, Michelle, does anybody else? I know several of y'all have it. But this is just, we got to get a photo so they can say I presented it to you, then we send it to KLC. So you and me are going to take a photo real quick. So congratulations, Ms. Owens.
Thank you, sir.
We'll get the state flag in this one. State flag here. There we go. All right, got it, we got it. All right, thank you. All right. So those of you all that would love to stay and hear us for the debate, things going on for the next hour, more welcome to stay.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
See y'all. All right.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations.
See you, man. What's up, man? How you doing? Good.
I think it was that next hour that got him.
How's everybody doing? Good? Good seeing you. Yeah, good seeing you. Absolutely, absolutely. See y'all. All right. There, Miss Kate. Mr. Pike, I know how to clear a room.
Yes, you do.
See you guys. See you. All right.
It's getting dark.
I'm gonna give you one more, I'm only gonna give you one more chance to leave, so you gotta stay here for the rest. All right. Thank you, everybody. That was some good recognitions for some of our local kids here. All right. All right, let's, yeah, I was gonna say, you're the last one. All right, new business, we will move on. Mr. Pike, can we have a second reading of the ordinance concerning the golf carts for the city of Radcliffe?
Yes, sir. This is the summary of an ordinance to permit operation of golf carts on public roadways in Radcliffe, to establish qualifications for operation, to exempt same from title, registration, and emissions compliance requirements, notice of preemption by Transportation Cabinet, and penalty. The City of Radcliffe is enacting an ordinance which authorizes the use of golf carts on certain city streets. The ordinance defines golf carts. All public streets owned and maintained by the city with a speed limit of 35 miles per hour or less may be used for the operation of golf carts, except for Wilson Road, north or south, Shelton Road, Hill Street, Elm Road, Blackjack Road, and East Lincoln Trail Boulevard. A person operating a golf cart shall possess a valid operator's license and have the license in his possession when operating a golf cart. Crossing a roadway at an intersection where the roadway being crossed has a posted speed limit of more than 35 miles per hour is prohibited. Nighttime operation of these vehicles on public streets is prohibited. Slow-moving vehicle emblems must be present on such vehicles in compliance with KRS 189.820. Golf cart operators on a public roadway shall be subject to the traffic regulations of KRS Chapter 189 and any other applicable provisions of the Code of Ordinances pertaining to the operation of vehicles upon city streets. Golf carts must be equipped with rear view mirrors, headlamps, tail lamps, stop lamps, front and rear turn signals, seat belts, a parking brake, red reflex reflectors, and a horn. All golf carts must be insured in compliance with KRS 304.39-080 by the owner or operator, and the proof of insurance shall be inside the golf cart at all times of operation on a public roadway. The ordinance calls for one-time inspections and annual permits to be issued for said vehicles by the city and describes those processes in detail. The ordinance describes the process for revocation of such permits and other miscellaneous administrative details. Section 10, operating a golf cart in violation of any provision of this ordinance is an offense of the City of Radcliffe. Any peace officer or code enforcement officer may issue a citation for the violation of any provision of this ordinance. Any person violating a provision of this ordinance shall receive a civil fine of $25 to $50. Any person who violates any provision of this ordinance 2 or more times within a 12-month period shall receive a civil fine of $100 to $200. Please find the full ordinance on the website www.radcliffe.org or by contacting the city clerk at ashley.russo@radcliffeky.gov by email. That is a second reading. Mayor, ready for motion to adopt and roll call vote.
Do we have a motion?
I make a motion to adopt.
I'll second it.
We have a motion, a second. Any discussion?
The only thing that I would like to add, and the gentlemen are here, is I'd like to thank Mr. Bennett and Mr. Hopwood for presenting what they saw as a need in our community to have this public safety ordinance as it pertains to golf carts. So I want to thank them for that. And where there was no ordinance for the safety, although you could still use the golf cart, now we are protecting our citizens, and now we have the ordinance in place. So I just wanted to thank them for bringing that to our attention and for having this ordinance.
All right, any more discussion? All right, hearing none. Can we have roll call vote, please?
Brown.
Yes.
Drosh.
Yes.
Mitchell.
Yes.
Merle.
Yes.
Owens.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
All right, motion carries. All right, I think our fire chief is here. So, this is the consideration approval for the bid for the pumper truck. Now, I do want to just mention, we're going to have some discussion. If you all will remember, we're not having a work session this month because next week would fall on Thanksgiving. So this is kind of our work session / council meeting that we did special called. So we're going to discuss the pumper truck. That's why this is being presented to you now. This bid was just opened this week. Chief, you want to come up? So let me borrow that, Ashley. You don't have that one. We had budgeted in the budget, I'm going back to my notes with Chance, per Jamie's budget was $875,000 for that second truck. And so it went out for bid, and the bid came in and this is the one I believe we went with. You should have it in your packet. It's the $1,045,914, which is higher than what we initially budgeted. So if you will read through that contract, you will see that the approximate delivery date is 720 days. So this was the low bid that came in for it, and so after discussion, obviously, with the finance director, with Chance, obviously we know that we can fund the additional cost as needed over the next year period. We'd have to pay the upfront cost and then budget the last, because we get a discount of savings of $74,113 if you do the prepayment option. The problem runs into, and I'll let the chief discuss it, obviously, we all know vehicles are up. All of our numbers on purchase price for vehicles are up more than what the state anticipated the percentage would go up. I know Chief Cross and I had talked the other day regarding some of the cruisers and the Tahoes. We had budgeted, 48 at one time. It went up to 52. And I think now Chief told me it's anywhere from 55 to 58. So everything's going up. The thing that really stood out to me, and we'll have some discussion, is the 720 date calendar for delivery. Obviously, if we push this down the road, it's going to cost us more, and it's going to take longer to get. And so that was my major concern. Obviously, we know we got to have the pumper truck, which is used on sites to help pump water to the fire. We wait another year and say, well, let's just wait. Well, the price is not going to go down, and that's what the concern is. And the time and date that it may take to get that one's going to be extended even farther. On the ladder truck, I don't have that off the top of my head, but how far is that one out?
Actually, we just got an email today. It should be done, finalized in May of '24. So we're going to get that.
So we ordered that last year, right? Yeah. So,
Not production yet, but that's done.
yeah. So that's kind of what the scope of it is. Jamie, you want to say anything before the council has discussion regarding the truck?
No, we discussed this several years ago, and just by the age of the equipment that we have now, it's just something that we're going to need in the future. So if we need help, we
Hey, turn your mic on, Jamie. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Turn it on, yeah.
There you go.
Got it?
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
So just any help, we'd appreciate it.
What does this replace?
It's going to replace a 2020, what was it? 2001, I'm sorry, 2001 pumper.
Okay.
And that'll be a backup pumper, which will go to Station 2.
Which station?
That'll be Station 1.
Okay.
Yeah, so and one thing, we can just update the counts because Mr. Brown wasn't here. So on our trucks, per the rule, you're supposed to refurbish the trucks at 20 years, and that keeps them in the rotation.
Right.
And so you can't be first on scene with that truck if it's not the age. It can be a backup, but it can't be.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is it in keeping with the types of models that we have already, or is this a brand that we haven't had before?
No, it's keeping with the models that we have. We've had Seagrave in the past, and we switched over to KME, and KME's
Okay.
been pretty good to us.
That's what I remember from, I can't think of the other.
Yeah, the rescue pumper that we
Yeah.
have, it's a KME, and then the ladder truck that we just purchased was KME. And
Okay,
this one
so it's
is
compatible.
Yeah.
That's good.
So you're saying we would order this now, and we still have to discuss the timeline of the 720 days if we even have any say in that for
No.
meeting this? We really don't, right?
No,
We
what what we would do is, the motion today, if approved, you all would approve the bid, and then the motion would have in there to amend the budget at a later date, which we would do at the end of the budget cycle.
Okay.
And
Then you
that,
could go ahead and order it now.
they would go ahead and order it, we'd pay for the prepayment, so we'd get the savings, and then that second part of that payment would come out of next year's budget. So the overage that we budgeted for will be split up, so it won't affect us as bad. And I think we'll have enough to cover it. Of course, what we talked about with Chance, I think we're fine. It's just, it's higher than what we anticipate the budget is, but again, the 720 day is the estimated delivery time, and if we pushed it back, it would probably take us another,
Year.
yeah.
So we're looking at paying for it in 2 payments?
We'll pay the main part now, and then the additional amended budget will come out of probably next year's, because we're gonna go ahead and pay the prepayment to save the,
So
to
that's
get
what
the
I'm saying,
discount.
this year and then next year,
Yeah.
the final.
I think it's what Chance and I talked about, wasn't it? I'm almost certain that's the way he set it up.
Okay.
So we budgeted this year, correct?
Yes.
And it's already a 20% or 19.5% increase from where it was.
Yeah, because
At
they're all,
budget time.
at the time when Chief reaches out to them, and I'm gonna speak for you, but they give us an estimated cost of what they predict it could cost, and that's what we budget for. And then when you actually go out for bid, they spec it, the materials either went up, something's caused it to,
Let me make sure I'm clarifying this. We're talking about from May till now.
you probably got the bid, what, in March?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, because we have to put it
It's
at
still
budget
less than a
time.
year and it's gone
I
up
know.
19.5.
So-
If we wait any longer, I hate to see what it's
It
going to
will.
look
And
like.
a lot of the problems are, what they're telling me is the emissions issues with the engines. The engines, he had to actually spec a larger cab on the engine and a larger compartment because they're not really sure what style engine's gonna be able to be put in it because they don't know what's gonna be manufactured by the time it's ready, so.
And what's bad about it is it's not just, it's not just City of Ratcliffe, obviously. In talking with other cities, talk to Jeff down there and stuff, they're all dealing with the price of cost of dump trucks going up, materials going up. It's just, I mean, we all deal with it in our personal lives, so it just,
So we're in a regular session today to make a motion now, today, correct?
yes, you can do, that's the consideration of bid approval. So what the motion, Mr. Pike, correct me if I'm wrong, but it'll be a motion to approve KME's proposal bid for the service truck pumper at $1,045,914.
Yes, sir, that's correct.
And then to amend the budget at a later date for the additional.
I'll make that motion.
Okay.
Second.
As the mayor stated.
Second it.
Second. All right, motion second. Any further discussion?
Just a question,
Yes, ma'am.
sir. Our rating, is it still a 3 for the fire department?
It's a 4.
It's a 4 now.
Yeah, we are 4. Yeah, we've always been a 4.
Yep. And this will continue, the ISO rating, yep.
What's it for?
Our ISO rating, our insurance rating.
Oh.
It's what helps.
What does that mean for?
So like the county's typically 8 or 10, so they pay a higher insurance premium rate for fire rate to service. Ours is a 4, and so ours is usually cheaper. It was drastically cheaper than what it would be out in the county.
We can go down, but there's things that we gotta do to do that.
Yeah. Well, the county at a 10's high, right?
Yeah.
The higher
Yeah,
up you
I
go,
think,
4,
the higher
3s,
you
yeah,
are,
yeah.
The lower you are, the better.
Better, yeah. Motion second, any further discussion? Hearing none, we have roll call vote, please.
Yes, sir. DeRoche,
Yes.
Mitchell,
Yes.
Merle,
Yes.
Owens,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Brown.
Yes.
All right, thank you all. Thank you. Time, I always tease Jamie, time I see him, he's costing me money. The one coming in ain't any better.
I want to make sure it's the same thing.
Yeah, and again, council, like I said, this is not something to blindside you with. We just not having a work session or so we kind of combined our council meeting. Yeah, he's in there, back there. All right, so next on our agenda is the consideration for policies and procedures for Ratcliffe Police Department. This has to do with our flock cameras, Mr.
Yeah, block
Chief.
cameras, drone, and sexual assault evidence kit. We got a brand new policy for that drone.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So, which one y'all want?
Whichever one you want to start. You start with the
Questions
license plate
about
reader.
The license plate reader, the flock cameras.
Okay.
Any questions about that policy?
I don't know if they've had any, you want to just kind of skim, it's just giving us it's a policy just setting what our rules and regulations will be.
That's right. Basically, this policy will tell us how we're gonna handle this flock information that's available to us. This policy it's got some strict guidelines in here that we don't violate people's rights with these cameras. Make sure we use them for the purpose that they're intended for. So it's pretty restrictive.
This is standard policies for what?
Yes.
Yeah.
For the flock and the license plate readers. And I didn't reinvent the wheel here. Basically, the EPD has this same policy. It's just a-
Yeah, I noticed they added one, right there where you turn around Navy Federal now.
Yes.
There's one pointed north,
Yeah.
or southbound again, yep.
These cameras are gonna help us tremendously. Really excited about getting this program started.
When will they be able to get installed?
I think they're about 60 days out from getting some of them started, consider them started in use.
Next, Chief, is there the aircraft carrier, or the unmanned?
Yes, the drone.
Yep.
As y'all know, we got a drone over just last year through the Kentucky Farm Bureau, and we were fortunate to get that. So we've been operating under some policy, procedures with this thing, what little we've used it so far, but we haven't put it out there too much because we wanted to get this policy in place, and it's pretty lengthy. But again, it's to protect not only people's rights, but making sure we're being safe with it. It's a pretty expensive piece of equipment.
Then the last one, Chief, is the sexual assault evidence kit.
This is the sexual assault evidence kits that we did back in 16. It's got some updates. I just talked recently to Michael Pike about this policy, and while it had just a few changes, had these other ones coming over, so I thought I'd just go ahead and bring it over to get y'all to sign off on it too. Anything, by the way, anything in here that you see that's has a line through it, that would be something that's been removed from the original, and anything that is underlined is what's been added. And these guidelines are basically set by Department of Justice.
Any questions regarding the?
KLEC and DLCJC.
In reading over this prior to the meeting today, I was struck by all the safety measures that are written into these procedures, both for the flock cameras, for the drones. It's important that our audience know that nothing in this equipment will be used to infringe on anybody's rights. One of the statements here is that if the UAS unmanned aircraft systems is going to be used over residential property for an investigation, a warrant shall be obtained unless the UAS commander can articulate probable cause that exigent circumstances exist. In every aspect of these regulations, what we're taking to approve this afternoon, it's the fact that we're looking at the safety at our residents. We're trying to protect our residents, make sure that they get the best care that they possibly can, but also to ensure their privacy and their legal rights. So that's what's important, I think, to all of us.
Thank you, Mr. Brown.
I was out on a ride-along one night where a drone could have been used. This guy was in the woods, and that night we never did find him, and a drone could have been very helpful flying overhead to spot him. But,
Yeah.
we kind of surround the woods as much as we could, but we never saw him again.
Yeah, and this drone, it does have clear.
Infrared.
So
Right.
you can detect the heat.
Anybody else?
Thank you.
Yep. All right, hearing none, Ms. Russo, if you'll have roll call vote, please. You got, you need a motion, yeah, I need a motion, sorry.
I make
boy.
a motion to approve the three policies that Chief Cross brought in this evening.
Second.
All right, motion is second, any discussion? All right, now hearing none, Ms. Russo.
sir. Mitchell.
Aye.
Merle.
Yes.
Owens.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Brown.
Yes.
DeRoche.
Yes.
All right. Before you leave, Chief, I noticed you sprouted a couple more gray hairs this past week. You had a,
Yeah, birthday yesterday.
hit the big 6-0.
Oh, my goodness.
You hit the big
Joined the
6-0.
60 club.
I don't know if I was supposed to say that online. Am I supposed to say it out loud?
It's all right. It's all good.
And that he spent half of his life the Radcliffe Police
That's
Department.
exactly right.
30 years.
30?
So
The older the
congratulations.
violin, the sweeter the music, Chief, right?
Better with age.
Yeah. He'll squeak the whole way out, Mike.
Happy birthday, Chief.
Thank you all.
All right, thank you, Jeff. All righty. Mike Murray, we've been calling him bionic elbow all week. Come on in here, Murray. This one is the consideration approval of Cali Crossing. You want to update us on this one?
Yes. Okay, so Larry Phillips of Hardin County Developers has requested the acceptance of Cali Crossing subdivision, Section 3, which is called Churchill Terrace. It was inspected by the engineering department on November 10th, which was Friday, and they found that there were no deficiencies with the infrastructure. The only remaining item that was on the list was the top coat, and that's been in for about 2 years. There's 6 total streets: War Admiral Court, Seabiscuit Court, Sunday Silence Court, a portion of Cowley Crossing Lane, a portion of Carriage Hills Lane, and a portion of Twin Spires Lane. And they're shown on the attached record plat. Don't know if y'all have any questions, really.
So the acceptance, there's a bond that's taken out to hold it on the developer. And then after they complete it, we hold that just to make sure that the developer of the property completes everything that they're supposed to. And then we release that bond back. So that's what this is. So it's based on the engineering, everything's been completed. And so the developer was asking for that bond to be released, and that's what the request is tonight. We need a discussion on that.
They're asking for a bond to be released because this is a new section and the streets they're not in yet, right?
What we're asking for is that you approve the acceptance for maintenance.
Yeah.
So.
For maintenance.
Public maintenance, yes. So like that would include the streets and the stormwater improvements.
So that's all been completed. Yeah, that's on that side, well, you know what side it is, yeah.
Okay.
I think you do, don't you?
So just to summarize, the developer has completed its part of the subdivision, correct, Murray?
Yes.
The city, by regulations, takes over for maintenance, public maintenance, permanent maintenance, the infrastructure, including, like Murray said, stormwater drainage and streets. That only happens if the developer has installed the subdivision infrastructure properly, and we've inspected it, and there's been a warranty period, and the warranty period has expired, correct?
And that's to our standard.
And so we believe it's okay to take the infrastructure over because the developer has completed things up to our specifications and up to our code, correct?
Actually, so.
Or are we getting into warranty period now?
Well, it's already, the warranty period doesn't come into play with this specifically.
Okay.
What this is once it's been installed and inspected and approved, we had actually adopted the subdivision regulations to where it could be accepted for public maintenance at that point before any kind of a warranty period. So it's what they call like an initial acceptance, essentially. So it used to be that they had to have a certain amount of houses built within it.
Yeah, we changed, I think this one was under the old system, right?
Yeah, so now, as long as it's in and it's inspected
under the
and
old
meets our
system.
standards, then it can be accepted.
Yeah. Yeah, this part was the old system, yeah.
So the developer's done everything they need to do for us
Yes.
to take over?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so with that, we would take a motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Second. No further discussion. We have a roll call vote, please.
Yes, sir. Burl.
Yes.
Owens.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Brown.
Yes.
DeRoche.
Yes.
Mitchell.
Yes.
All right, motion carries. Thank you, Murray.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Murray.
Thank you.
All right, let me see here. Looks like so much went on this week. I'm trying to think. Got a ton of stuff. All right, Mr. Brown. We'll start on your end today.
Nothing to add tonight. Everything's good.
Did you leave early Saturday, or did you stay? for
No,
the-
I stayed till the last minute. Thank you very much. You're a funny guy, Mr. Mayor.
That's a tough one there. That was a
Some
long day.
some days are like that.
That was a long day.
They were just a much better team.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. I mean, they're just,
Yeah.
all right. Mr. Roach.
Well, I'm going to say publicly, thank you to our veterans for their service. Just want to make that public. And then congratulations to our youth in our community. I'm super excited about the positive stuff that's coming out of Radcliffe, so that's awesome. And on December the 8th, the city of Radcliffe is hosting an old-fashioned Christmas at the Cabins, December the 8th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So parents, bring your kiddos out, take a picture as your child whispers their Christmas wishes to Santa. So that should be a fun event. Bring the kids out and get those pictures. And I just want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. It's coming up next week.
Next week already.
Feels like it got here way too quick.
Christmas is already here.
Wow.
Not the truth.
That's it for me.
Ms. Mitchell?
Yes, I would like to propose that we look at the city's strategic growth or work plan, or possibly even like update it, for the council to come together and maybe have that discussion. Like a strategic plan. We have it listed online on the city.
So it'd be the,
website.
City's
Comprehensive plan.
Comprehensive plan, okay.
Yeah, they do a
Zoning
Yeah,
comprehensive.
we do
Okay.
a review every 5 years.
Okay.
But yeah, absolutely, I mean, everything we looked at.
Okay, great. Couple of things. Once again, the city of Radcliffe, the Colburn Community Center is doing their Festival of Trees, and they also added trees from around the world. And so for both of those, if you would like to set up a tree, they're making it open to all of those in our community up until the 17th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. to set up, and then the tear down date is January 3rd through the 9th, same time, 9 a.m. to 4. We really would like to see our community come out, businesses, organizations in our community. You can set that tree up, and we'd also, there's no fee to do that, and make sure it's an artificial tree and an 8x10 frame sign with your group's name or logo to be displayed in front of it. And that goes with the Christmas trees from around the world too. So we'll have a separate room for that. That was added this year, so thank you for that. We have a lot of different countries represented in our community. The other thing that I would like to talk about is Small Business Saturday is the last Saturday of this month. It's always the Saturday after Thanksgiving. We will have Divine Nine collecting winter coats at Family Fun Ice Cream Parlor. That's something we do every year, is winter gear. So we're doing coats for children and teenagers this year. So we would love for people to come out and bring new or slightly used coats for the families in our community. The other thing is Abundant Life Church took over the Food Lion building, and there will be a ribbon cutting on December 3rd, about 5 or 10 minute ceremony. That's a Sunday at 9:30 in the morning. And we'd like to invite everybody up for that.
All right. Thank you. Ms. Merle?
Yes, in keeping with the city events, with the tree lighting December 1st at Colvin, there's also the free photos with Santa. Of course, you can tour the Festival of Trees, the trees from around the world, and another new feature that will be added this year will be some backdrops. There'll be some photo opportunities that you can just come, use your camera. There'll be some volunteers there that can help you take the pictures. So there'll be some nice holiday backdrops that you can use and get some pictures. There'll be different times posted that you can go through while Colvin's open and visit the backdrops, take your pictures, or maybe you want to make a Christmas card or something, but you'll contact Colvin for those hours, or they can post them. So there's another new holiday, I guess, feature for the families in the community. Also, this past Saturday, Veterans Day, it was a privilege and an honor for me to represent the mayor and the city and present a proclamation to the New Jerusalem Seventh-day Adventist Church, to the pastor and his first lady, Miss Bowles. And we gave them a proclamation for the Veterans Day. And also, Radcliffe Small Business Alliance tomorrow is having their last lunch of the year, and it's open to the community. We're going to be giving away a big screen TV, so come out. And our speaker's Jeff Ratanapool. He's going to talk about the future 2024. He's a financial guru. He's going to be talking about the finances, the market. That is tomorrow at Colvin. And also, I'd like to wish everyone a safe and blessed Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Ms. Owens.
Yes, sir. 3 things. I got the opportunity to face a whole bunch of college prepped individual students Saturday in support of the Education First Foundation in Louisville. They held a showcase for HBCUs, and sir, I got to tell you, they showed up. We had over 400 students at the convention center in Louisville, and they learned everything they needed to know, from ACT to SAT, whether they were prepping or getting ready to take it. I focused on the cost of education and the 4 ways that they can try to get some funds. And of course, for the ones who didn't want to do 4-year, we talked about 2-year. And the ones who didn't want to do 2-year, of course, we talked about internships, apprenticeships, and things of that nature, because we always need plumbers and HVAC and all that sort of thing, and not everybody needs to go to school. We also talked about first generation kids who were getting ready to go to school, and so it was an all-day event. It was free for them. But quite a few colleges showed up and showed out, and I think they learned a lot, and we had no incidences. Everybody got on the right bus and returned to where they needed to be. And I think the convention center, because the space was free, and you know, it's hard to get free and to keep it going. So I got to do that. And then second thing, like Miss Merrill, I was at the other church last Sunday doing the same proclamation to Dr. Cosby, Kevin Cosby and Barnita. It was their 44th year for St. Stephen's Church, and it's hard to get 44 of anything in any particular job, as well as highlighting the service of veterans. And then the last thing, December 9th, because we need more and more and more events, December 9th at the Patton Museum, we will have a Seek, Sip, Shop, a Hardin County community event. It is free to the public. Again, it's on the 9th of December from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday. It's the Seek, Sip, and Shop. So we will have vendors there. Of course, they'll see the museum, but it's mostly for people to get in and exchange as artisans. People can come in who are already going to be there as visitors anyway, and they'll get to see, you know, all of the things that our small business owners can do mobily when they take themselves from their mortars and come into a building like that. And so this is one way that I get to see people in the museum, spend some money in the museum, and have the people at the north end.
That's right.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Thompson?
Yeah, first I'd like to say, we used to, not too often anymore, hear that there was nothing in Radcliffe for the kids to do. And today, these kids prove that they are. And this room was full of kids that were active. And then also happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I won't be in the area on Thanksgiving Day. I'll be in a submarine down at the bottom of the Bahamas. And then, of course, we have the City of Radcliffe's 6th annual house decorating contest. So the flyer says, untangle those lights, put out the inflatables, and start getting into the holiday spirit. Show us what you have with your holiday creations. Lights must be on from December 11th, 2023 through December 15th, 2023 for judging. The winner will be, or winners will be announced December 18th. And what they will be looking for, the categories: most traditional, most creative, better use of lights. And then to enter that, this is the 6th annual competition. Simply sign up online at RadcliffeRecreation.com and register online at the house decorating contest icon, no later than December 8, 2023 at 5 p.m.
All right, I'll make mine just as quick as I can. This past week we had the Raider Run. I don't know if anyone was able to check that out, but we had over 2,000 JROTC cadets from all over the country as far away as Hawaii that was here. They were on Fort Knox and was able to utilize Saunders Springs. I want to thank Parks and Rec, Ms. Russo, for all the coordination that went on with Fort Knox to help get this done. I did speak with the commanding general over there regarding the on and off post. Very happy, very pleased. They had Wilson Gate opened. And it was just kind of a little side joke, but they were happy to see Redmar gone, as they had all these 3,000 families or so that were in town. And so it just looked like some construction was going on. So that's good. AUSA run, the first annual AUSA run was this weekend. Again, the coordination with Ms. Russo, our police department, and then AUSA. It's their first annual. They hope to continue that here. They had about 60 participants, ran a 5K and a 10K up to the water tower, the old McKendree College, as all of us remember, and came back. So I want to thank them for all that. Then we had s'mores at Saunders Springs. Yesterday, unfortunately, I couldn't make it out there because I had football to be at, but we had a tournament this weekend, so I wasn't here. But they had a great turnout. I want to thank, again, Parks and Rec for that. I know Miss Baker, and I used Miss Baker because she brought what's Bobby's group called?
Buck Snorts.
Yes, they're Long Rifle Group, yeah. But they had them out there. I want to thank our board for putting all that together. So they had a great turnout, and I think they were planning on doing that again. Then just real quick, an update, Redmar. I know I've sent you all some text messages, but basically we're moving right along. We've got the big building down. Mr. Brown was down there with me this past week, kind of kept an eye on things and put on a supervisor hat there for a few minutes, but everything went very well. We're separating. Our guys are doing a great job. We're cleaning out the big building right now, the main building, and so we are moving right along, and I think probably by the 1st to mid-January, we'll probably have the whole building down and cleaned up. So progress is going very well. We want to thank Jake and his whole staff down there because they've been, like I said, they knock it out and they're doing a great job. And then finally, the North Pole at North Harlan High School is 9 to 4. Is that this weekend, Ashley?
Yes, Saturday.
Saturday this weekend, 9 to 4. That's the North Pole, annual North Pole help fundraise, I think, for the band, correct?
That's correct.
And then did anyone mention the Taste of Radcliffe? It's coming up December 6th. Is that right, Tim?
Let me look it up.
December 4th.
Radcliffe Women's Club meeting is this evening, but.
Yeah. Okay. That's Monday, December 4th. So Taste of Radcliffe, annual Taste of Radcliffe. I'm sure they got tickets. Just want to keep that in mind. So with that, we have Happy Thanksgiving. I won't see you all. So wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. Oh, I did text. Let me just see. I know there's several places that are going on right now. Mr. Pike's ready to get out of here. Okay, here. Love it, Mr. Pike. All right. Pastor Palmer, as always has the sign of the dove, always has their annual Thanksgiving. It's going to be 11 to 2 on Thanksgiving Day, I believe. So he's done that for over 20 years, and I'm sure Mr. Brown's restaurant's got one going. I just don't have those times and dates, but we'll put that out. But 11 to 2 at Sign of the Dove on Thanksgiving Day. So anyway, I'm sure they're taking donations for food at both places, as well as needing people to help serve. So, all right, with that, we'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor? Boy, I tell you. Heard myself twice there. All right. Hearing none. All in favor? Any opposed? All right. Motion carries.
Way to go.